plenty of last hits, while Teehee is throwing a tiny amount, even with a sacrifice, just to hold this lane. Farm going. Without any rotation, DJ or 3 are they going in with the steering chains? Fairyfires are there. Mid one, he's baiting it out, he's gonna get the first blood!
Transformation.
Again, the Midas is done for Ohio, and they're just taking down his tier 1 systematically. There's no blink dagger just yet, but with the cast forward. Draw over to Ohio, he's still caught a little bit with that astral steering chains that filled off the Spirit Bear, and Ohio's going to get caught here. The Dreamcore is good back on the fall down as well. Net comes through with the damage up, and the damage is taken out. He needs to run it back, but he doesn't. How if he does? Oh yes he does. Raven still aggressively on the hunt, and he takes one out. With the help of that chain frost, they burnt through 4 here. Fnatic on their own tier 1 ramp. And maybe they'll walk into Ohio, or maybe Ohio will walk into them. Places a ward. He doesn't just leave them over to the side. AU walk up onto high ground here, but do they think he's alone? There's the slight chains. DJ, the sentry drops, Lasso cancelled out by the Carabas as well. The Dream Coil mid one doesn't cancel to anyone now, just gonna get blasted down. Jumps himself back up to the high ground, but it's kind of like Raven is just waiting patiently for him up on top of that ramp while the chase is on. QQ with TE looking for 3-4-3. The Glimmer Cave, nope, doesn't have it, just TPs himself out. Have a draw. Gonna be enough.
That is an uncharacteristic mistake from mid one there. I don't know if it makes a huge difference in the bigger picture in terms of who's gonna win that fight. I think what's happening here is this is like...
Got the rest and Y here for Nat, but they just want to go and brawl and fight a little bit more. Again, buying time. Can for Ohio. Yep, that relic is time well spent. QQ jumped on. Astru's bouncing annoyingly back on the net though, and DJ is going to throw the Vendetta out, but he's healed up, now burnt down by mid one jumping in. 11's a score on the doors. That Rider. Baldy farming the Sapu Ringa Dream Call catches that mage, but there's the Astral to save him through. The Orb is there as well, but the slight misses. Hold down from net, the Chain Frost going to bounce back onto Fnatic though, and now 3-4-3. A little bit slowed down, but net on the front line, the Juggle to back, the Eclipse is not going to do enough damage to kill off net. Darkopter is retreating. Asta as he bloody well can, but I think he's got his number. He's just been caught. Yeah, slight change. Bat Rider, Lasto's on the mid one as well. They call it bloody hug as well. Oh, he's going to try and open himself away. Net slam. One more hit. It's all they need with the blood chains there. And he will catch him. But Puck, the high ground. Damage with the AU. They secure that kill while DJ, Nick's assassin.
Mechanic from TNC is, I don't think the T is going to go there anytime soon, and John will be like wondering, should I not just be like pushing this wave right now? Like, if he knew, he would have been pushing the wave.
Good swap from 3-4-3 for that chain cross. Bounce back into him, mid one wants to go back into this. AU heals himself up, 6 shots from the Ernest there as well. AU's still not dead. The Radiance Burn was sticking him over, but the Astral not there. Oh, now he's gone. Burn will secure the kill while over on the side. He wants to jump back into this one. The call now lands on the sequence. Damage standing up there, burns through Net's mana, and now he's HP as well. Great shreds through them. The low to a Spirit Bear still alive though. Hobbling down to these TNC heroes as the Aegis pops back to He's going to jump himself back. No, jump himself forward, then back. Of course, the aggressive play comes before the defensive one. QQ still being ravaged. The marauding bear, but a good 2-man change there with the Astral down as well. Ohio on himself back. Teehee again jumping forward and remnanting back. Aggressive into defensive. And TNC, they're running them rampant here. Back and forth. Fnatic.
Been wanting to play by going quite deep, getting as many slides off, like just burning people with that same guard. You can do that with the BKB, absolutely.
The rune of regeneration.
Burn through with the Carapace, the damage output, force down back, not enough to keep TP alive, and that mid one, the Dream Call, not going to miss on this damage, trying to TP out, but he's still stunned up, and they jump forward again onto AU. The Chain Frost bounces back between them, but it's 3 deaths to TNC with nothing in return. And that will Devourer ease himself the heck away from there. Blends out, but 5 heroes here for Fnatic up on the top lane. Spirit Bear still shoving bottom with the Radiance and the Vlads. He can't really do too much about that. Raven. BKB here to kill off 3-4-3. You're looking for something else. Sam H to jump forward. There's the 2-man silence and coil, and this is not looking good for TNC. They've lost their 2 big heroes. Where's the Ember Spirit? Comes in now, trying to cleave through Never. He's turned up the canvas, and now the slight back. It's just not enough. He's 12 away, but TNC just lost everybody with that one movement forward. They caught a kill. They wanted more.
Valkyrie was sitting on the cliff here, I'm not sure why.
Scouting Roshan, I guess.
Yeah.
Scramble here for TNC to push out these lanes though and maybe try and stop Fnatic from pushing up the high ground. 343 has been caught off guard, but still the jump forward there with the call down. But Teehee, BKB's the instant and snare comes out. The root from the lone druid as AU's dropped very low, but not quite finished off. So the final illusion hit comes out while over on the side. Last over the DJ, they've caught out the Nyx assassin. No Carabins, the death down. He's actually going to get taken out. The Nyx is gone, but Sam H fourth on the low ground. Net and Ohio still standing like kings of the hill on top of this ramp until Raven wants to usurp the crown. He has everything. He's got his BKB. The Savage Roar means nothing, and Ohio just being right-clicked into oblivion. But in comes Midward again with the damage output. While Sam H burns through Ohio, but the lone druid still fumbling through with the Spirit Bear, and Teehee caught Panthers too. Change. Yes. I'll dig down, but where's the puck? Jumps away. Mid-one keeps himself alive, but TNC, they are now.
And where he has good reason to not want to be on the front lines because he can counter the bat.
Roshan's falling quickly, but is it falling enough? Three hands of wave of Terra skipping a bit across, but Sam H, the instant initiation on Tormental Spirit, drags him up onto the high ground, but DJ there's a jump forward in, already picked up by the Ember Spirit. They're going to try and fight through this into the pit. They take down the Witch Doctor. DJ still stands his ground, but pummeled into oblivion by Astral. Come to the OD. Mid one. Raven is just straight up screwed over in the pit. Teehee was the one that got the Aegis. Crappy, messy fight all around there.
Yeah, the Gyrocopter's BKB is just doing so much fantastic work this game. Like TNC just really lack ways to deal with his BKB.
He still has the high ground defense capability here of his Ember Spirit just slamming out. It's like the fifth for mid one. Up with DJ to get the start as well, to pull down more of a deterrent than anything. He's going to burn through the Aegis here. Samson's at his death ward. Don't know if he got stunned up or something like that, but now from the front line, Sam H tries to get the blink force. He's there with the lasso now on the net. The Jark's been caught with the entangle back on the Sam H, so he can't move himself away with Raven. Damage output. Too strong. That's to deal with. No Aegis left, he's silent stop, and this Ember Spirit Glimmer Cape through, trying to find a fist, get the chains down onto 343, the Cleaver's there, but with his hands eclipsed, not really landing onto anyone, just more of a throw it and see what happens kind of thing for Raven. The Lone Druid Spirit Bear, now finally Savage Roars back, but mid one, the high ground, the kill, picks the gem, with a double balls now as Raven.
Oh, he's chasing.
What, mixed assassin. Mana burn. The Carapace and the stun, and mid one maybe could have been able to jump himself back into this one. DJ still alive, double damage forward, Teehee secures and clears. A Hex on puck, something along those lines, while the Lurid building a BKB for his bear. You're just going to be lacking. OD, sure enough, they've got damage output and they've got BKBs. Wrap around having enough, so 343 is one of the court, the Vengeful Spirit is taking over the game, net the call down is decent on their head. But in comes the Sleight of Fist in Ember Spirit. He's found his target and he wants to kill off Net. Steering chains down onto the both of them and his Gyrocopter is wiped out of the bloody game. Ohio cannot escape from this OD, even with mid one jumping in to try and save you. All you need is one entangle. Try and entangle that Outworld Devourer, but QQ's here to try and save his buddy. Cask is ready in a second and the Spirit Bear. Hey, moon out onto the OD. Ohio apparently
Possession of that area of the map at that point in time as the vision as well.
Comes down to half HP, and with the Gyrocopter having a DD and helping out now significantly faster, but they found DJ BKB out from Teehee and they clear up Nyx Assassin. Roshan though is dead. Aegis and they put the Gyrocopter. It took a little while for that one to go, but the cheese is still on the deck. Picked up by Ohio, is over to the side. Puck, the mid one blinks himself away, the Hex is there as well. The puck escape from this, and looks like he's got another orb as well as the Yule Scepter, but still the silence just in time. Jumps into the trees, hiding himself away, but the slight chains about to catch him. Yule Scepter gonna be able to save him.
Oh my goodness.
Blinks north. Oh my god, orb south. Is he gonna jump to it? Fakes it out. Still hiding in the trees. He's gonna get found. There's no escape anymore, really. Come on now. The amount of dancing around. Dear.
Explain keeping the BKB on his hero.
Radiant structures are fortified.
That's it.
Radiant's bottom tower
You're
is under
hungry
attack.
to catch someone. Sam H though, he is equally aggressive, jumping forward onto mid one. The puck Silence coming out onto Damage, the Green Ball onto 3 as well, the actual stealth onto the OD, but there's no Death Ward, there's no Lich Ult, but they're both shredded and Damage taking out the game as well, the BKB on the barrel does nothing. He and Raven, they're both destroyed under the power here of Fnatic, only losing DJ. Well, 4 drops from TNC. Their positioning really caught off balance by the smoke from Fnatic coming in. Elarax not going to get killed off just yet. Spirit Bear. Opportunity to run himself forward, but it's net up on the high ground. The Skadi and the Aegis available. He is very difficult to kill off, and is that a resummon? Was that a tease onto the bear? Oh, still dragged back, net caught out now behind the tier 4s. The Gyrocopter is taken all the way back to his doom, but he's still got Aegis and BKB. 1-3-4-3. Body out of this one with the BKB forward. He's actually chained up, so he can't do that, but Ned just turns and fights up against Raven and Teehee with the BKB. He's under that guise of Magic Community. Do that much damage. BKB from Teehee jumps up aggressively, and now with a slide, Raven is here with the Eclipse ready. He wants to try and get as much damage as he can, and he will take down 2. Ohio BKBs himself, but the Dreamcall falls from mid one, catches out a couple. QQ and Raven both trapped in, and Snap is there as well. The OD trapped in, and DK just forward with that mana burn. He's done a ton of damage back to that old Devourer, but Damage is still BKB'd up, looking for the Firefly. Stick Navel stacked up as well, and Death Ward is down. QQ. The help of Teehee. Kill off for Ohio. They just need that jump. It's going to be the cast that bounces back but not falls onto Ohio. But mid one hexes onto T. The Lincoln Sphere was there, but it's not going to be enough. The Glimmer Cape is down and Ohio just burning through. Mid one, is he the last one alive? Nick's Assassin is still somewhere, but DJ is on a full retreat. Reverse mode. Assassin fails out of that one. They lose their melee racks. You have to have the travels on the courier. Have them near you. That rider. Jay. Character to start things off. For the swap as well. Fat Rider initiation not coming to anything as that Dream Ball drops 2 of them. Snake forced himself into an awkward situation, but still the BKBs around the Fnatic, and this might be the chance for the OD to turn and fight, but AU's keeping himself away while Teehee will retreat as well. Slight change, jump forward, Orb is there as well, but Lincoln's into the Hex, they've caught him out, Teehee's now pretty much dead, but the Glimmer Cape from QQ keeps him alive a little bit longer, BKB's popped as well, slide back, he can try and run himself forward, but it's on cooldown, 3 seconds, he'll blink himself away. And with that perfect Hex initiation from mid one, now it catch Teehee's Ember Spirit.
But if he doesn't have life still, he doesn't have any way to make his HP go up, they don't even have heal for him, like there's no urn, there's no mech. So if he's going to siege and they're going to slowly spam him down, all of a sudden there could be that point where TNC can commit.
Oh, they've got Ohio, the swap back goes 3-for-3 perfectly on the mark. And Sam H tried. Again, they just cannot get this initiation, and that means they cannot get their damage done, so it's going to come down to the jump in from mid one. Dreamcall is there onto Raven, but on the back end, he tries to spam the flood, and gives the change to Ohio, the Chain Frost is there as well, Net bounces back onto the Baron, back onto the Lone Druid, but on the front lines, just take a look at DJ, up there, dealing with the OD, 1 versus 2, Teehee finally clears up the Spirit Bear. Fnatic, gonna lose mid one, and it's on him, but they'll blink out the spaceship. 4-3 might be losing his life again as the sacrificial lamb, but it's a jump forward. Teehee, hungry, angry, 3-4-3, slaps into the ground by Raven, jumps forward now to mid one as well, the Astro's there, probably going to clear him up. Fuck!
Raven could chase.
Yeah,
Still no BKB yet,
no BKB on Jaro, no BKB on Ohio, there's no life left on DJ, and there's no life left on Fnatic. They clear up the Spirit though. Lies back into things to try and clear up net, but up on the front. Lone Druid. Chase this one down. They've got a blink in 5. Bear. Re-summoned.
Dire's middle
Bear
tower
for 70 seconds, this one taken out, they'll change it up and look at that damage. Bear does not last long under the Astral Orbs. Already, but healed up with Restoration and the Urn, and Teehee just goes back up onto high ground and pummels into the tier 3. Looking for a swap onto someone, but they can't use it aggressively really here unless they secure that kill 100%. Done. Landing. Sam H is always looking for that initiation, but he also have the forward onto the Raven, maybe trying to force the BKB out here. Fnatic poking and prodding, looking for that cheeky little move forward, but it's TNC. I have to actually retreat. Oh, good. Human's done there. The call down as well, but Ohio blinks forward aggressively, looking for AU and QQ, but they're still alive. Net splashing down and down into the Black Cannon, but the cheese isn't there for the Raven OD. And 4 down with no buybacks from TNC.
Dire's top tower
Ember Spirit's
has
the only
fallen.
one left alive, and he has to retreat back up to top lane to defend against the
Dire's top
creeps.
barracks are under.
That OD can't buy back, like, it's not worth it, it didn't win him the fight.
Fnatic
Dire's
just
top barracks.
systematically go from lane to lane, I think. One rack down, they might even look for TV. Hexed up, demolished. Maybe this is gone. We have a remnant. He doesn't. There's nothing out there. He might have bring some away, but he's played instantly there now. No buyback for him and TNC. 2 minutes without your Ember Spirit and no heroes left standing. The tier 4s are kind of an anticlimactic ending here to this series. The Fnatic are going to take it.
This is, I think, what we've come to expect from this matchup, honestly. It's unfortunate, and it's where TNC will grow through buys, which I